One of the biggest trends I've been watching lately is the explosive growth of legal sports betting and everything connected to live sports engagement. The American Gaming Association reports that U.S. commercial gaming revenue hit roughly $78.7 billion in 2025, about 9% higher than the year before, and sports betting revenue specifically jumped more than 22%. In this video, I want to walk you through a sports technology company positioned to ride that wave. Genius Sports. Most people who use betting apps only see the surface, the interface where they place their wagers. What they don't see is the massive data infrastructure running behind the scenes that makes all of it possible. Genius Sports is one of the key players building that infrastructure. We'll look at the stock, which trades under the ticker GENI on the NYSE, break down what the business actually does, explore the bullish argument for why it might be undervalued, and review their most recent quarterly earnings from Q1 2026. Quick disclosure, this video is sponsored by Genius Sports. I'm not a financial advisor, and nothing here should be taken as personalized investment advice. Always do your own research before making any investment decisions. What the business actually does. Genius Sports' core operation centers on betting technology, data, and related services. They supply official sports data feeds, odds, low-latency video, and the technology infrastructure that powers all of it. One standout partnership. They're locked in as the NFL's exclusive provider of real-time play-by-play data, next-gen stats, and official betting data through the 2029 season. But the more compelling long-term story might be happening in media, advertising, and fan engagement. Genius Sports recently picked up Legend, a global sports and gaming media network. That acquisition gives them a foothold in two distinct businesses at once: official data infrastructure on one side and media/advertising on the other. In 2025 alone, Legend pulled in 320 million annual site visits from 118 million unique visitors, with about two-thirds of them coming back regularly. The third piece of their business is technology built for leagues and teams directly. Camera systems and AI tools that capture gameplay, generate 3D player tracking, and produce performance analytics. That data isn't just useful for teams trying to improve. It also has applications in officiating, broadcast production, and enhancing the fan experience. The bull case. Here's the optimistic outlook some investors hold for this stock. Genius Sports has traditionally been known as a betting data and infrastructure company, but leadership appears to be steering the business towards something broader: sports media, advertising, and fan engagement, beyond just powering sportsbooks. The Legend acquisition is central to this shift, since it instantly hands Genius Sports access to hundreds of millions of sports and gaming-focused visits each year. Picture this scenario. Josh Allen throws a game-winning touchdown. In that moment, a brand could launch a targeted ad campaign aimed specifically at Buffalo Bills fans who are celebrating. That's essentially the concept behind their Moment Engine platform, using live sports data combined with AI automation to help brands launch ads tied to real-time sports moments as they happen. The bigger picture bet some investors are making is that Genius Sports could transform from a niche betting infrastructure provider into a full-blown sports data and media platform. Whether that actually turns into serious revenue down the road is still an open question. Recent earnings snapshot. Looking at their latest quarterly numbers, the business is showing real momentum. Combined revenue across their betting and media segments hit $188 million in Q1 2026, up almost 31% year over year. After the Legend deal closed, the company also raised its full-year 2026 revenue guidance to a range of $990 million to $1.01 billion. That said, the company posted a net loss of $55.5 million for the quarter, a notably larger loss compared to Q1 2025. Management attributes this to currency fluctuations, stock-based compensation, and one-time costs tied to the Legend transaction. The risks. It's worth being clear-eyed about the downsides too. Genius Sports is still operating at a net loss, and absorbing an acquisition as large as Legend carries real integration risk. On top of that, sports betting operates in a heavily regulated and politically sensitive space. Their growth ultimately hinges on factors like league licensing deals, sportsbook partnerships, and demand from advertisers. The trends look favorable right now, but there's never a guarantee the stock performs well from here. Wrap up. So that's my take on Genius Sports, GENI, on the NYSE. The core idea is that the same infrastructure powering sportsbooks today could eventually be repurposed to drive advertising, fan engagement, and monetization across the entire sports ecosystem. And if management pulls it off, that could mean meaningful long-term growth. But there are real risks on the table too, so weigh them carefully. Thanks for watching. Check out the next video here, and I'll see you in it.